Look, I'm going to show you something. I have a golf club here, like a 8-iron, and this ball attached here is basically representing the center of mass of the club, so I can basically balance the golf club here. Okay, this is a very important point for this video to understand. And this here is the grip. Okay, so I could go up here and move the grip in a certain direction in the early downswing. And look, this ball here, the center of mass, could either move in the same line as my hand, or it could suddenly shallow a little bit. This is shallowing, go a little bit below the direction of my hands and go this way. And this is actually what really all good players are doing. But why is that important? I want to make an analogy to another sport. I live at a huge lake in the center of Austria, and I'm a member in a water ski club. The lake is about 15 miles long, and I sit sometimes in the boat. I don't water ski, I'm afraid, but I'm sitting in the boat and I watch water skiers sometimes. And what they do is they get in the boat, and let's imagine the grip here is the boat, and this is the water skier, and this is the rope, and then they start going across the lake like this, yeah? So, and if you go 15 miles in one direction like this, it's pretty boring. So what they do is they start to do tricks. They go like this way, and then they shoot out, they nearly pass the boat, they get really fast. So it's something like this, boom, yeah, that's what they do. And when they get pulled by the boat and they shoot out in this direction, they get like 60 miles per hour of speed. So pretty impressive actually. But how do they do that? The boat is going in this direction, and for a split second they move. Let's say when they want to shoot out in this direction, they move in the opposite direction like this. They move in this direction, the boat keeps pulling, and they use that momentum to shoot out like this. So this is a very clever way to accelerate and get speed. So what does that mean for the golf swing? I think I really love this analogy, because if you imagine you're up here in the top of the backswing and you say this is the boat here, the rope, the water skier, and let's say I would move the center of mass and the boat in the same direction. I'm moving in the same direction. Looks really pretty, right? But there's no momentum to shoot the water skier in this direction. So the club head cannot easily come around the corner. So I'm basically stuck here. I'm stuck here. And then as a consequence, I have to apply a lot of extra force for my hands, for my body. It has to stall, yeah, and my elbows and wrists to get the club head towards the ball. And as you could imagine, this is not very efficient, very strenuous for the joints, and you will lose a lot of distance. But on the other hand, if you're up here, the boat goes in this direction here, and you move just ever so slightly for a split moment, the center of mass in the opposite direction here, look, down like this, and you get to here, there's so much momentum that the water skier can shoot out like this. Did you see that? So it goes like this here, boom, and it shoots out like this. So it's very good for your consistency, and it produces a lot of speed. But there's a really cool other thing. Imagine the water skier would go in this direction, and suddenly the boat would go sharp in this direction. What would happen? It also would accelerate like crazy. And that's exactly what we're doing in the golf swing. So when we are about here, yeah, the hands will actually move in this direction. So they will move in this direction, while this is shooting over here. It moves in this direction. It will get even more momentum, even more speed. And that's pretty clever actually. So we have to learn to be efficient, how to shallow. And I know there are many videos out there talking about shallowing. And I saw many videos where people go like all this way down here, crazy stuff like this. You don't need this. The only thing you have to do is this. Okay? And listen guys, it's not because you're trying to external rotate your shoulder like crazy like this. It comes basically from your wrists and from your forearms. Okay, so I'm here. It's my forearms, like this. I don't have to do crazy stuff with my shoulders, okay? So when I do that, this goes here. And then when I'm here, I can use this momentum to hit great golf shots. So beware of the over shallowing. You don't want to do it for too long. So it's important to have a small shallowing, and basically then you are steepening again. And this is actually how you do it the right way. And this is also the reason why people struggle with shallowing, because they don't understand the whole concept. So this drill I'm going to show you now is really cool, because you can actually do it at home with a ball, without the ball, in the garden, of course on a driving range. It gives you a perfect feeling for what has to be done. Okay, and this is what you do. You hold it only in your lead hand like this. You take a backswing to about, what is this, lead arm parallel like this. And the first step is to actually feel that you're actually letting go a little bit, that the center of mass of the club goes down here a little bit. Yeah? Basically, I'm just relaxing my arm. My forearm is turning. It's not a big deal. It's really easy. Okay, so first you go here, boom. And you see, it was just a very small movement. Okay, this is number one. When you did this, you're going to turn with your body like this towards the target, and by doing this, your hands are going to move in this direction. It's going to move sharp in this direction, and you will get out very low. After feeling, actually, this is below my pocket actually. So the movement looks something like this. It's here, here, and boom, okay? And don't worry, this is not a drill where you're maybe going to hit great contacts in the beginning, and it's also not going to go longer maybe than 20 or 30 yards, okay? It is a very easy exercise. So you go here, shallow, and boom. Look, I didn't even hit it properly. So it's just an exercise to get a feeling for the movement. So I do it again, and now I clipped it. See, this is like 25 yards. This will give you the feeling of what the shaft and what the club is actually doing. After feeling this, I can say, okay, do it with two hands this time. So I go here, I shallow a little bit, I move it low over here. So it's here, shallow, boom. See, just very, very easy. That's very important. Get a feeling for it, and I promise you, you will get much better contact. And I also promise you, if you watch this video next, your golf is going to be even better. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. See you next time.